Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. This is a part 2 of the previous video I posted on how to cut this dress. This tutorial is about sewing the dress. Now if you look at it very well, you find out that I brought down the dart from the half length to 4 inches under the half length. Please pay attention. I'm going to show you how I did it. If you've not subscribed, please click on the notification bell and subscribe. Okay, so after cutting our dress, we now want to sew it. So what we did was to pinch that addition we did. You see what I did? Centralize it, make sure it's in the center, and then if you can, use pin to hold it down, and then you go and sew it. This is me after sewing it. This is it. You might want to pin it to hold it down so that you can see the effect in front. You see what it looks like. You see the pleat. The inverted pleat has come in. So this is where I brought it down because I found out that it was too high. It was too high on the waist. It was on the waistline. So what I did was measure that, because we added 6 inches. Divided by 2 is 3. So I stepped down by 4 inches from the half length, because I want the pleat to go lower. So I stepped down by 4 inches and I still ruled the line and still connected it outward. So this, I just brought it down by 4 inches. So what we are going to do is we are going to cut it out. And then go and sew it. Sew it back just like I explained before. So this is the two fronts. What we are going to do is that we are going to cut facing. It's facing that we are using. We are not using full lining because it has a button. So this is the facing I've cut. You see the facing. I've cut out the facing for the front. So how do we attach it? We only turn the button allowance. You don't turn the neck because there's going to be a collar. We're adding a collar on it, and the collar is going to get to 1/2 inch. So we are going to turn only the button allowance. Please take note. Now this is where we've turned it. We've turned the button allowance, and this is what we have. So we flip it, give it a good press, iron it very well. Iron it and then just stitch on top the neck. Don't turn the neck, please take note. Collar is going to be there, so you don't need to turn it. Now that we've turned it, all we are going to do is to join the shoulders. If you've joined your shoulders, that's good. So now we are going to measure round the neck so that we will know how many inches we'll cut for our collar. Now, I did not start from the beginning to measure. I started 1/2 inch after the beginning. 1/2 inch after the beginning of the neck. You see it? I'm showing you 1/2 inch. You leave 1/2 inch on each side of the neck. Now, whatever we have, we'll bring our paper. When I measured, I had 28. Divided by 2 is 14. So on my paper that I'm going to use to cut the collar, I folded it by 14. And I want my collar to be as wide as 5 inches. I want it to be as wide as 5 inches. That is what I ruled. You can make your own wider. You can make it bigger. It's depending on what you want. So that is 5 inches by 14 inches. I hope you understand. Now we are going to make that extension that came out, the extension of the collar, and I just want to increase it by 3 inches. So on the up part, you increase it by 3 inches. I'm sorry my camera did not cover, but you will see it. Just extend that upper line by 3 inches and connect back to the down line. That down line is the neck line, is the neck length, is the length of the neck that you have measured. Now go in the middle. The middle is 7, and then minus 1/2 inch from the beginning so that it will sit well on your neck. That is just what this thing is, so that it will sit well on your neck. After connecting it like so, you now cut it out. Now, see the full collar. You see that extension that we made? I'm sorry my camera did not cover it. Now we are going to place it on the fabric and cut on bias. We are not cutting normally. We are not cutting on normal fold. We are going to cut on bias. Now you fold into two and then you fold again as if you are cutting a peplon. That's, you see the way I turned it. Now I'm folding it like this because I want to cut two at a time. If you want to cut it one, you don't need to fold into two before putting it in bias form. So I'm cutting the two together. Now you see the closed end. The closed end is on this closed end. This end is our closed end. The other sharp edge is the open end. So you pin it down and then you cut around it, leaving 1/4 of an inch all around it that you will use to sew it. Please don't cut directly on it, please. Now look at it. So after placing, you make sure that everything is well arranged so that you don't have excess, because it will disturb you later. Please, if you are watching and you've not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button. Is that red button down there? Click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. And don't forget to share, like, and comment. If you have any questions, feel free to ask and I'll be there to answer. So after doing this, we unpin it and then we go and sew. This is me notching the center. This center is what will be at the center of the back. Center of the back. So now that we've cut it out, see the places that we are going to sew. We are going to sew the side, the up, the side. We are not turning the down because the down is going to be attached to the neck. So there is no need to turn it. Now we are going, I could not get a bias tape to turn the armhole. So I'm going to use the fabric to turn the armhole. So I'm cutting 1.5 inches to use it to pipe the armhole, 1.5 inches. And then for the belt, because I told you we are going to use a belt to snatch the waist. So the belt I'm cutting 4 inches wide. That is 2 inches on fold. I want my belt to just be 2 inches total. I don't want it too fat. So you can use a bolder belt. Maybe you can use the one of 3 inches wide, which means you cut on fold 3 inches. So now that we have turned our collar, we've given it a good press. Now we are going to attach it to the neck. Notch the center. Now bring the dress, look for the center, and also notch the center of the neck. So align the two fronts necks, put it together, and then get the center of the back and notch it like this. Now what we are going to do, we are not going to attach directly front to front. No, we are not going to do front of the dress to front of the collar. No, we are not going to do that. We are not going to do that. We are going to take the collar to the back of the dress. Do you understand? Because we are going to flip the collar from inside to outside. we're going to flip it from inside to outside. So it's inside that we are going to sew the collar. Do you understand? Don't sew it on the front. Don't do front to front. Do the back of the dress to the front of the collar, so that after sewing we can flip it. We can flip it like this. Alright, so this is it. We've flipped it and we've added our belt. Now if you add your button, this is what it will look like. This is what it will look like. But this is the old video. This is the old video. Now I'm going to attach the new video to show you how it looks after I stepped down by 4 inches on that dart line. So this is the difference. I stepped down that dart by 4 inches and I shortened the length of the dress. I think this is prettier. So if you love this, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you again next time when I post my next video. Bye.